The fastest way to ruin your entire life is embrace a victim mentality. You know, it's funny. It seems like mothers around the world always adopt the same mindset. You know, any woman who eventually becomes a mother, for some reason, when they do, it's like they adopt the same brain. Because when I was a kid, anytime I wanted something, asked for a toy at the store, didn't get what I want at a restaurant, whatever it may be, you know, your mom would say no, and you'd always say, well, that's not fair. And what is the standard response from every mother ever is, honey, life's not fair. And it's funny because it's such a valuable lesson. The lesson of the victor versus the victim, and how one can lead you to greatness in life and one can ruin your life. And you look out today, you see so many examples of people throwing their lives away. You see so many examples of people's lives just tanking. I hear about it all the time, and I see it all the time. And it's been exaggerated and exacerbated with the presence of social media and our access to see how good life can be, to see how many people have stepped up to the plate in recent years. It has given us the comparison and the standard needed to then look at our own lives, look at other people's lives, and compare and see how they're doing. And that could be a tool of, abuse. It can be a negative tool, a source of, fatigue, mental fatigue, of, the vaporization of joy, the emergence of depression. But for a lot of people in this world, it has furthered their state and their mentality of victimhood. They see others succeed and they think, why not me? Why not me? Why can't I be that? And it's because of the mindset of just that, saying that you deserve something. It's the mindset of deserve instead of earn. And that's a favorite word of mine, is earn, the concept of earning. And now as a 22-year-old man, I understood what my mom and what mothers around the world want and wanted for me, wanted for their children, and want for their future children, and want for their children's children. And it is the want for them to live their lives in a state of determination and wanting to earn their keep. Not having it given to them or adopting a mindset of entitlement. And that comes from a victim mindset. The easiest way to ruin your life is to prioritize comfort over growth. To see all these people in the world growing and doing great things, and to instead prioritize comfort. To want that, to desire that, to envy that, but to not want to put in the work necessary to get it. To be satisfied and satiated in the sloth that we're currently living in. To feel comfort in our complacency through our use of social media, unhealthy eating habits, unhealthy lifestyle habits, to be comfortable in our job situation, in our financial status, in our relationship status, to have no vision for the future. Comfort, the prioritization and the monetization of comfort in today's society has been detrimental to many, many people. To see how the human soul, to see how the human tendency and desire for stability, for comfort, which comes from the desire for stability. It's a very ancient desire, the desire to feel safe in your environment. To see how we've taken that human instinct, mostly, corporations and businesses and people, individuals for that matter, to take that and to turn it into a means for profit. We enjoy many benefits from the capitalist economy that we live in. It is great. It has done wonders for us, and I support that. And I love the country that I live in. It is sad, though, at the same time, to see how people, many, many people, most people, dare I say, to allow the world of comfort that they live in to just take over their ability to control themselves, to control their lives, to have any aspirations or longing for destiny or to leave a legacy. That has been stripped from our list of to-dos in our life, from our bucket list. We see no need. We get shoveled and pummeled with all of these things, everything we could have ever wanted, things that only kings could have back then. We now have access to all of it, and we take it. We take it without looking further into the fine print at what we are giving up to live like kings. Back then, kings lived like kings, and it was because they were kings. They were great. They were either born into it or fought into their position of power. And they were recognized for it. Nowadays, everybody can be a king, which in turn means that no one is a king. Everyone's just what they used to be. Just another number, another sheep to herd. So what is the fastest way to ruin your life? Prioritize comfort over growth. What is the last way to ruin your life? To have no vision. To have no long-term plan. Not even have a short-term plan. To live in a perpetual state of now. I think what the culture we live in now, what our culture desperately needs, is a sense of aspiration, a sense of legacy, a desire to forge something, to forge a life, to build something that is truly yours. For me, I think that desire starts, internally. It starts with the soul. And it starts with the spiritual self. And so recently, I've done a lot of thinking, especially here in the past week. Like, how can I better forge my legacy going forward? And for me, it starts with the spiritual. And so I've, like many of you, have gone to church this past weekend. I've finally either gotten back into it or have gone for the first time. We've all seen the headlines. We've all seen the news. Church attendance has skyrocketed. Bible sales have skyrocketed. And it's because there's this deep, ancestral, ancient, primal longing to forge a legacy and to finally step into the driver's seat of our own lives. And that is what is needed, and how you actually build a life of fulfillment and a life of happiness and avoid a life of destruction and despair. So how do you ruin your life? How do you not ruin your life? Embrace a victor mindset. Prioritize growth over comfort. And have a long-term plan for forging your life rooted in spirituality. And that's all I had for this video. If you found anything of value from this video, feel free to stick around on my channel where I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And with that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Hope you guys are well. Stay safe out there. Godspeed.